We from Group 7 would like to present the production of ethylene glycol. So for the introduction, the UPAC name of ethylene glycol is ethane 1,2-diol. It's a colorless, odorless, sweet tasting and viscous liquid. It can be used as antifreeze compound in cooling and heating system and also raw material to produce polyester fibers. It has low viscosity and high boiling point and completely miscible in water. So for chemical and physical properties of ethylene glycol, it has a molar mass of 62.07 gram per mole. It has a boiling point of 197.6 degrees Celsius. It is soluble in organic solvents and it is present in a liquid form. So for the supply and demand of ethylene glycol, we can see that the production capacity obtained is 5,433.72 kilogram per hour with 23 days for maintenance, and we calculated using 5% division in the supply and demand.
For environment and safety issues, the wastewater produced in our plant consists of 98% of water and 2.2% of monoethylene glycol and 0.12% of diethylene glycol. Glycols are solo pollutant and have low level of toxicity, but once it is consumed by the microorganism present in the environment, it breaks down to different type of toxic component. For wastewater treatment, we chose three methods to treat the wastewater, which is biological process where microbes is used, advanced oxidation process, and carbon filtration. There are several hazardous substances in our plant, which is ethylene oxide and ethylene glycol. For ethylene oxide, it is hazardous as it is a flammable gas and corrosive and also toxic. For ethylene glycol, it is harmful if swallowed and may cause damage to organs through prolonged or repeated exposure. For handling these compounds, for ethylene oxide, water or organic contamination may cause violent reaction, and it is also flammable. So, the compound is kept away from heat, hot surfaces, sparks, open flames, and other ignition sources, and also there is no smoking near the compound. For ethylene glycol, there is no smoking, eating, and also drinking is prohibited near the storage area. For the reaction in this process, there are several reactions in production of ethylene glycol. The process that we chose is hydrolysis process, where the water evaporated can be recycled back to the reactor, and it also saved the overall cost for the production of ethylene glycol. So we chose hydrolysis process. The raw material of this production of ethylene glycol is ethylene oxide and water, where ethylene oxide acts as a limiting reactant and water is added in excess with a molar ratio of 1 to 12 with ethylene oxide. The yield selectivity conversion of this process is the yield is 75%, selectivity of monoethylene glycol is 85%, selectivity of diethylene glycol is 14%, selectivity of triethylene glycol is 1%. For this process, the conversion is 100% and there is no catalyst involved as it is a non-catalytic reaction. For process flow diagram, for the production of ethylene glycol, we choose hydrolysis process, where the raw material is ethylene oxide and water. The raw material is mixed in the mixer and heated up with a heater at 495 degrees Celsius and pumped into the plug flow reactor, which operated at 12.8 bar and for 1 hour. After the reaction occurs, the glycol and water mixture is pumped into triple effect evaporator, where the water is evaporated from the glycol mixture. The water content reduced to 15% for each reactor and the water is recycled back. After the triple effect reactor, the solution is pumped into a distillation column and the wastewater from the ethylene glycol is separated. And the solution is again pumped into another distillation column where monoethylene glycol is separated from diethylene and triethylene glycol.
So this is the mass balance for the reactor. So the inlet stream consists of ethylene oxide and water, and the outlet stream consists of water, monoethylene glycol, diethylene glycol, and triethylene glycol, where the inlet stream is gas and the outlet stream is liquid and gas. So we managed to calculate the mass balance, and the inlet and outlet is balanced at 29,263 kg per hour. So this is the energy balance for production of ethylene glycol. The total energy inlet is 52,000 and total energy outlet is 48,000 with Q value of negative 113,554,34.89 kilojoule per hour. Since this is a negative value, the process is an exothermic process.
In conclusion, ethylene glycol is produced by hydrolysis of ethylene oxide as it is a non-catalytic reaction is used. The overall mass balance is balanced at 29,263 kg per hour. The Q value in the reactor is negative as the reaction is exothermic reaction. Plug flow reactor is used as heterogeneous reaction was able to take place. That's all from us. Thank you.